live.
We're going live. How's my audio right now?
Your audio is fine, man.
Okay, good. I've moved my mic off to the side, which I've never done before during these. I'm gonna tilt jack away. There we go. That was like way too prominent. I couldn't let that go.
Yeah.
It was like right there. I'm like, no, I can't.
Quebecker's in the audience. Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Quebecker.
Oh, I do love you.
Yeah, Becker.
Absolutely. 10,000, man. I was blown away by that.
Quebecer is secretly the corporate account for Quebecor.
Quebecor. Either that or he's from Quebec.
Quebec. Yeah. Please help us sort this out, Quebecer.
Or from Quebec and just doesn't know how to spell. There's a few options.
There's a few options.
I kind of assumed from Quebec always. I don't know why.
Quebec.
Well, it's up by Thunder Bay. I know there's a few people on the stream from the area in Thunder Bay, so how's everyone doing? Who's in the room here?
Let's get Quebecer to voluntarily dox themselves.
Just what he wants. Yeah, no, this has been a wild week. You kind of snuck up on me, and I was we talked last week. I was like, hey, it could be any day now. And then just YouTube ground to a halt. Like, oh, God. In some days, I'll get 50 subs in a day. Other days, 2. I actually had a day about a month and a half ago where I got -1 subs, which I'm fine with people, like, noping out of the channel. It happens all the time. You get people in and out, in and out. But, like, on the day where, like, I got no subs and one person left, that's disheartening when you see that.
You know what's funny is I actually get more YouTube videos in my recommendeds that aren't in my subscribers list than I do from actual accounts that I've subscribed to with the notification bell.
Right? Oh, I know. Like, the notification bell does nothing.
It's a placating maneuver is really what that is.
Damn,
it's kind of like the buttons, you know, the crosswalk buttons. They make you feel like you're doing something, but you're not really doing anything.
Not really. No. Dan, I don't think Dan's been at one of the live streams for a little while.
Yeah,
welcome, Dan.
Right. Welcome back.
And Richard's in. We have
Richard.
7 people in the room. Yeah, no, it was one of those delightful surprises. And I was telling Dylan that I became friends with a host of a podcast, Minds of Madness. It's a pretty big podcast. He's getting like 180,000 downloads a month. He's a true crime podcast, and he's based out of, I don't actually want to dox him, but he's based out of a city I used to live in. TechMed, cheers, brother. Thanks, man. 5 months. Wow. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. And hey, Camille from Holland. Anyways, this guy, Tyler, he was, chatting with me, and he's like, oh man, you're almost at 10K, and he's a big fan of the channel. And then he just kind of posted it up on his social media. Hey man, this guy's almost at 10. And it was slow going, like it was just glacier slow, and then all of a sudden, boop, over 10. Like, wow.
It's kind of funny and like serendipitous in a way, because you've kind of come full circle. Because I mean, Dark Corner as a concept started out with a true crime podcast,
right? And that
so it's kind of weird, like.
And a true crime podcaster got me over 10, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
Bark, how's she going, buddy? I promised Bark, it must have been going on a month ago, that I was going to go through all my mics and kind of get I don't even have like a list of the microphones I own. Like,
I have one question we got to sort out of the gate. Bark, yours tastes different than everybody else's, so I got to know, what do you put in your root beer? I gotta know. It's just, why is it so different? I don't know.
That's with the Q, man. Come on. Have you no culture? Have you drink some beer?
Nope.
No culture. Yeah, I promised Barco I was going to go through all my mics and like figure out which ones I actually have. I have not. I've not done any of my mic inventory, and I'm kind of scared to do it. So I'm looking at the shelf, and it's overwhelmingly piled.
The Leaning Tower of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that shelf.
I'm terrified to actually go through it because there's so much on the shelf, and I need to like pull it apart. And like, I have mics that I forgot that I had. So I'm going to go to Bark.
Just give me all the ones you don't want.
Bark says the blood of angels.
Yes.
Beresford just got back from Cardiff to attend my 2-year delayed graduation. It was in Principality Stadium, home of the Welsh Rugby. Look it up. Nice. Wow. I know of Principality Stadium. Very cool. That's awesome, man. Yeah, 2 years delayed graduation. I like a lot of the places that did online grad. Like, who the hell sat in front of their computer for 3 hours?
Online commencement, like,
yeah.
Did they send out the mortarboards and like you just sat there on your video camera?
I think they did actually. There's a lot of schools that did. I actually think Algonquin did too.
People did some really interesting things during lockdowns to try and like get that. I remember we had like a corporate award ceremony, and they sent out like a big box to all the like award winners with like pasta fixins and then like a recipe of like authentic arrabbiata with like imported shit.
You gained yourself up there all accidentally somehow.
That's not possible. There's no gain knob anywhere physically.
You just got louder by a mile. Holy crap. Okay.
The board's like way over here and my hands are here. Yeah, I don't know how that went.
All right, I'll gain you. Okay, so Dan, I just got a worker bee added to my collection. Nice. The worker bee one's a decent ad. 1 second here. Get off the couch. I'm back. We have a brand new coach. Don't ask. So, let me get this. Somebody asked what's my most expensive microphone. The Isovox IsoMic.
Yeah. What is that? 1,600? Something like that?
18.
18?
1,800 Canadian.
Yeah. So that's what, $2 American?
Basically.
At this point.
Oh, Dimebag, love you, brother. This is probably also the sexiest unboxing of a mic, and it's not even in here. Son of a bitch. It's still in the booth. But that's my most expensive mic. When they sent me that, I was like, wow, okay, thanks. TechMed, cheers,
TechMed.
10 euros. Appreciate that, brother. Yeah, so I plan on updating the most expensive mic, but I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. Once I start getting some work with the voiceover, yes, I'll probably be moving up. I don't know if I'm going to get an expensive mic for voice, though. Like, I've got the TLM 102. That'll do me just fine.
Oh, come on. You want the 3-digit one that starts with a 4. You know you want it.
The 414?
Yeah, you do.
That won't be the most expensive mic I own, though.
It won't, but like, I thought you said you're just done with mics in general.
No. I just, for me to get a voiceover mic is one thing. Like, I really wouldn't mind getting something like the C414 XLS. Mm-hmm. That would do me quite well. I don't know if I'm going to go out and buy a mic for the sake of having an expensive mic. Like, none of the U series.
You just don't need it.
No, I literally do not need more microphones unless it's going to be express purpose.
And it's so, heavily reviewed. There's really it wouldn't add much value to the channel. So there's not really a whole lot of point.
I could do the banjo thing, get a ridiculously expensive mic and then just put it on every mic comparison.
Yeah.
But that's kind of that's his thing.
That is useful. Although, again, like the U87 AI is very contentious because some people actually don't like the way that it sounds. So to measure every mic against that one, I don't know.
Says I'm clipping horribly. Camille, is that me or is that Dylan? Because I'm not showing any clip whatsoever.
Yeah, you're sounding clean to me.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. So the C414 is pretty much my last wish list microphone. Like, pretty much my last wish list mic. I'm planning on getting it this year for doing some work. But outside of that, like the TLM 102 I've got. Oh, he's saying Dylan's peaking.
No, I just checked my audio. I sound all right on mine.
Did you change your settings, or did my settings change? Nope, they did not. The Weird. Discord stuff.
So there I just brought my level down, just in case you think I'm crazy. Just then.
All right, that did make it a huge difference. Anyway.
Weird.
We've been doing this, a year, man? And we still haven't figured it out.
Still haven't ironed out the shit.
Yeah, I got the King Bee 1. I still want to get my hands on that. That's more of a collector's thing. I missed out on it, and they'd basically canceled the microphone before I went to go buy it, and I was super pissed. And the only one you could find was a $500 version of it, which I'm not paying $500 for a Bumblebee mic. Yeah, that is better. Blind Sight. Aye, how's it going, Blind Sight?
Blind Sight.
Beresford, my wish list consists of the OC 818. Anything else is a bonus. I'm actually getting something from them. I forget which one it is. It's not the 818. They're starting me out small. I haven't heard from them in a while, though. But I think it's the new... I can't. It's an OC something. So, OC 16? OC 16, maybe? Anyways, I'm really looking forward to trying out their mics. Once I try mic and I'm like, ooh, I need to have this. Then I'm like, okay, it's on the wish list. The 818 is on my wish list to try. I can't access one around here without buying it. If I'm spending that much money on a mic, it's going to be the C414. Easy.
Yeah.
Amazon still has the Beeline mic cables too. Ugh. I don't know. I don't know if the first gen of that stuff is just bleh.
Atrocious.
It's so ugly. I'm sorry. Nothing against neat mics. Nothing against. I just I got the Worker Bee and bleh, yeah.
What's it called? Beeline?
Yeah, the Beeline. I need an OC 818. All right. I guess I'm gonna have to find one to try.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, okay. If you're a gamer or like a PC enthusiast and your profile, your color scheme happens to be black and yellow, then yeah,
you just hit the jackpot, man.
Well, and I mean, I could see it going well. For example, if you have a lot of Corsair stuff. Remember when Corsair, all their stuff had actually, I think it's still yellow and black is Corsair's kind of company color.
I think so still, yeah. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Camille says Telefunken U47 something.
the $14,000 mic? Yeah, great. Good.
Hey, man, I could save up for it. What's the Sony one, too?
So the thing is a little backstory on that. The original Neumann U47, they don't make anymore. They haven't made them for like 40 years. So there's like a ton of companies, Telefunken included, that have attempted to like make a faithful recreation. And Telefunken's, to what I've heard, is the most accurate, nice. But it's also like $12,000 to $14,000 US.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's a down payment on a house, but why not?
Right? Exactly.
Why
exactly.
not?
I mean, it comes in a leather briefcase, so that's cool.
Hey, man, that's my my toiletries cases. I need to work on my toiletries cases, man.
Yeah.
Is that a Telefunken U47? No.
No, it's my shit tickets.
Yeah, it's my toilet paper, man. Oh, by the way, I've got the I just threw it on the ground, the Stellar X2 for you when you get here.
Sweet, thanks.
It's in a protective...
I'm going to do that thing that I do, like when I go to the hardware store and I get like an area rug in a bag and there's a hole in the bag and I demand they give me 10% off because there's a hole in the packaging.
I'm giving you the mic. There's no 10% off, man.
Oh, I thought I was paying you for that.
No, I'm not going to make you buy a mic off me.
You should have just gone with it. Because I totally would have just given you money without even thinking about it.
I'm not selling you a mic, dude. After the past year and a half. Yeah, I'm going to need some money from you there, buddy. If you don't mind, pay me for it.
And pay me for the 52 hours a year of live streaming.
Yeah, exactly, right? And I also have a V7 for you, an SE V7, so.
Oh, nice. Did you ever, this is probably not good to talk about on a live stream. Did you ever reach out to Vanguard about...
Yes, I sent them an email and they just never got me back.
Well, I thought you said they kind of gave you their blessing, like, yeah, I give it, but you have to go through the distributor.
Yeah, and the distributor did nothing.
Okay,
like nothing.
right.
So because the distributor, it depends on the distributor contract. Is some distributors will just get the product and distribute it and get a percentage of the cost, and then other distributors purchase the product and send it out.
Yeah, Yorkville does the latter. They do like the retail distribution model.
Yeah, and that way they end up having a larger. You make more money when you purchase and sell it.
Yeah.
Dylan, can you turn down your mic a little bit? Then you're the same loudness. Yeah, let me turn down. I got it.
I was gonna say I'm gonna fuck with that, and then I'm gonna put a piece of tape on it so that if next time somebody says, "Oh, the volume's different," I'm gonna go, "You're full of shit." Maybe
it's just your dynamics, man. Your mic dynamics are off, man.
Yeah,
Bang says, "Why spend $1,200 when you can, or $12,000 when you can buy a Yeti?"
Troll, good right? Troll. That's a good. I love it.
Nice of you, man. Thanks, Bangs. Congratulations. Thanks, Quebecer. I appreciate that. I think I'll end up with the C414. over the next year. So we'll see on that. I would like to do a little bit more with it. I would love to, and this is something I'm talking to Rode about, is I want to do a song with the Rodecaster Pro. But there's a couple other concepts I have that I really want to get the ball rolling on. With me going back to school this year, it looks like I'm going to have a lot more time for that stuff. Because I was looking over my videos, I was kind of being reminiscent over the past since I hit 1,000 subs, which feels like yesterday, by the way. It hasn't been that long. But I'm going over and I'm looking at some of my favorite videos and the stuff we. The one that I'm actually probably the most proud of, Dylan, is Hurt. Like the video that I'm the most proud of, that was an awesome experience. And we did it in April.
Yeah, we did it in April. It's already like almost.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah, we got to get on the next one like soon. I mean, it's going to be a little complicated because I'm moving. But like we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's something that I can at least get started. It's just a matter of figuring out who, what, where, when, why, like exactly what we're doing.
Ooh, Aiden, I got a quiz for you.
What's that?
So there's a Neumann U47, mint condition, or well, relatively good condition anyway. That is 44% off. In Texas. Guess what the sale price is?
12,000.
And it's in Canadian dollars, by the way.
Oh, 12,000. Am I close?
Nope.
No. How much?
$27,464.07. That's the sale price. The regular price is $48,303.65.
Who's buying that? I saw the SM5 for I think it was 6,000.
Again, you're not paying that price because you're going to use it. That's a collector price.
You put it in your.
That's a collector. You put it in a display case. That's a collector price.
Well, how do you not use it? How do you buy a microphone
spending for that much money? Well,
right?
That's like anything that much money, but at the same time, you could get 10 U87s for that price.
Right.
Like it's just it's a legendary mic, but
like,
is it that good?
Like maybe don't put it in a drum kit. Like don't.
Well, yeah. Right. Yeah.
It's a kick mic.
Or like a screamo vocal. Yeah. But like I'm looking at it and it's got the original tubes in it, and I'm sitting here going, those tubes must be pretty gross right about now. Like
here's a good question, Blindsight. How can I convince my friend he's talking into the wrong side of the mic? I keep telling him, but he keeps on disagreeing and just continuing. Get a new friend.
Yeah, get a new friend.
That's not the.
I mean, generally, and I mean, there's exceptions to this, but generally, the side of the mic that you speak on is the side of the mic with the logo on it. That's usually pretty standard, at least for side address mics. Obviously, front address, it should be pretty obvious what mic end of the mic.
Hey, Blindsight, what mic are we talking? I'm guessing it's a Yeti, and I'm guessing he's talking into the top of the microphone. Probably. Just a wild guess.
Just a wild guess. But giving them credit, like, so a good example is this this Vanguard V13 that is strategically placed. It's got a grill up here. It's got a grill on the side. Like I would assume I know what a capsule looks like.
If you own a Vanguard and you don't know which side to talk into it, though,
this is a fair point.
Like it's a quick Google search. Like it's a really quick Google search.
Every single spec sheet for every single mic that I've ever seen mentions usually somewhere whether it's front address or side address, and if not, it should be obvious. Just examine the mic.
Backyard Reactions. Hello, how are you? Dimebag, I did a new channel for the karaoke with my Mevo camera. Omnivox Karaoke Live. That's kind of cool. What the hell was that? A vintage Telefunken? Yeah, vintage Telefunken. Listening in the car. Cheers, Red Cabin. Hey, man. Dan can't fix stupid. It's so true, man. If you get to a certain age and you're still that dumb, there's nothing we can do. There's no book.
No, that wasn't a vintage Telefunken. That was a vintage Neumann.
Yeah, vintage Neumann.
Yeah, actual full-fledged. But we got to get on the next cover. We haven't even really talked about it. I know you were going to do one by yourself a month or so ago. But...
Yeah, time. And that's the one thing that I find I'm very much stumbling on right now. And it's not so much that I work 24/7. It's just when I'm not working, I'm fucking exhausted. Friday afternoon, I shot a video. So I shot a video for the Q9U. That's not what's coming Monday because I'm trying to work ahead for when I go out of town. We're going to PEI this summer. So I'm trying to get a few videos in the bank so I don't have to come home and worry about a video immediately. Also, that week, I don't want to have to do a video. So yeah, I'm getting stuff in the bank. I shot the video and then I instantly deflated and I sat and played video games. I've got it right behind me. It's Civ 6 again. Because I just don't have the energy after Tuesday and Wednesday wipe me out teaching class. And as much as I love it, it's just that little extra, you know?
Yeah.
It's just enough to blow you away.
I agree with Bangs with the BCM 705. I mean, the first time I saw it was mounted to an arm in a certain way. So but they do put
fair.
a lot of work into that curved bezel, the one that you're not supposed to speak into. They put a lot of curve in that.
Also, again, if you own a BCM 705,
again, yeah, right, yeah.
Like if you've gone to the length to purchase a broadcast microphone like that, I'm sure you have just enough broadcast sense to know what side to talk into. If not, a quick Google search will solve your problems. Also, just like hold the mic to your mouth and talk into it.
Yeah, I like Stefano Pavone's comment. Make him record both and then play it for him and let him decide which one he likes.
Yeah, apparently it was the Blue Yeti, by the way.
Oh. Yeah, the orb. The fucking, yeah. Fuck, I hate
Yeah. Camille, teaching classes. Are you a teacher in a high school, university? I do. I teach podcasting in college. So.
Ooh, speaking of college, we're going to have to do this cover thing before September because your September's going to be busy.
No, it's not. I'm probably not going to be working.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know yet. I'm actually talking to the CEO of my day job. I'm putting in a counter offer. I can't discuss it now, but
I think you've told me.
Yeah, and if it's not taken, I have to quit.
Yeah,
and that's the worst part. And I didn't want to do this, but the worst part is I'm doing it to him right before the book. So right before the book starts tabulating numbers, his morning show host is going to be like, "All right, I'm out." So, but at
fiscal
the same
season.
time.
Fucking September fiscal season, man.
But at the same time, I mean, it's just 1 year contract after 1 year contract. I'm slightly miserable for different reasons. So this is why I'm going back to school, why I'm doing what I'm doing. So, and I'm only part-time where I'm teaching podcasting. I love doing it. It's just the work versus reward paradigm is different. Let's just put it that way. Heil PR40 has arrows and says talking to here. Yes, it is, because Heil PR40 looks like you can talk into the side of it. And you can't.
Yeah, there's a few mics where I felt like an idiot because there was like one person performing on Instagram, like live doing a music thing, and they had a mic that totally looked like a side address mic, and I called it out in the comments, and they were like, "No, my producer told me it was this." I'm like, "Bullshit." I look it up, like, "Oh, it is okay."
I'm just gonna quietly back out of this live stream.
Exactly.
Sorry, I'm an
whoops.
asshole.
Yep.
Blind sight. Good question. What price do you say diminishing returns really takes effect in microphones?
I'd say $2,000.
I'd say 1,000.
You say 1,000?
Well, okay, so...
I mean, okay, that might be where it starts, but I think where it starts to get really bad, where it starts to get like 10K differences are like a smidge, is like the 2K. But yeah, I'd say at about 1,000.
Well,
that's
when you
the
think
best
about
value.
one of the most legendary microphones costing $100, and then, it's hard to argue you're getting much better than an SM58 past... Like a $200 dynamic mic isn't going to be that much better than an SM58, twice as good. So when you're looking at condensers, yes, I believe you can get up into the $1,500 mark. Like, for me, the 414 blows everything away behind it, like everything. That's just my personal opinion.
Even other mics, like the ISO mic is kind of in the above range, although I still think it's a little pricey for what you're getting. The MKH416 is at the $1,000 price point.
Yep.
It sounds great. The mic that's beside me here, this Vanguard V13 is a little over 1,000. It sounds great. Like a lot of great, these mics will last you your life kind of mics are in the $1,000 range.
Well, and this is it. Like Bang says, $300 to $500, but then the TLM102 puts to shame most microphones below it.
Yeah.
Like, and that's just it's hard to say just $300 to $500. It also depends on your voice, depends on, for some people, the TLM 102 sucks and it's only the TLM 103. Like Camille says, get a TLM 103, price to quality, and you're right. But then that's over $1,000. Or I think it's $1,000 US.
Again, like I don't think it's an exact science. I think around 1,000 plus or minus a few hundred, like that's seems to be the sweet spot for like good, professional, reliable equipment. Well, anything above that is still going to be good, but the percentage improvement you're going to get is again the diminishing returns.
But then once again, you can also get a $300. The NT1 is a great example. A super cheap microphone that no one would bat an eyelash, and professionals use it for voiceover. So does diminishing rate of returns matter if you can do that? If you can use a microphone for professional money-making endeavors, does it matter if you don't have a TLM 103?
We've tricked professionals into saying, I swear there's more mics in that video than an SM58. I'm like, no, sadly.
Well, and that's just it, right? An SM58 can do the whole job itself. So,
and it's $100, like $120. So...
Dan, that'll be the next evolution of the Yeti. Dual capsule, side address, and end address at the same time, just so everyone can be right. I'm wondering what the next generation of Yeti is going to be. They've really sat on it this long. What is it, 12 years now? The Yeti's been out? Yeah. It's well due for an upgrade of some sorts. And not just like the Yeti Pro upgrade. I mean the actual base Yeti getting an upgrade. Yeah, Bangs, it depends on your voice more than anything else. Some voices sound like the same crap once you exceed 150. It's true.
Yep.
If you have a $5,000 voice, then go for it. Oh, and that's the thing, right? Like, nobody needs to spend $5,000 on a mic. Nobody needs to spend $1,500. You can find something in the budget range and be perfectly fine with it. But there is a lot of people that want that little bit of extra prestige with it. I mean, whatever. Well, I don't think I would own this SM50 or SM7B.
Those mics, like the Neumanns, the AKGs, the Sennheisers, they're the designer brands of the microphone world, right? Like if you buy a T-shirt from Amazon and you buy a T-shirt from Dolce & Gabbana, are they both going to cover your chest? Probably.
Yeah. Well,
so,
but then you look at like the SM7B. I don't think I would ever buy one. I don't.
SM7B?
Yeah, I don't have any use for it. I don't find it that appealing on me. Like, it's not bad.
Don't you already have one?
Yeah, but I didn't buy it. Well, I technically traded my son for the MV7 and $150 cash. That was the trade, which, by the way, awesome trade. I would pay $150 in an MV7 for that. But I don't think I'd buy one new. To me, it's not worth it anymore.
There's too many competitive products that are easier to use, quite frankly. Even in that price point.
Yeah.
I mean, you could get a Sennheiser Mark 1 or Mark 4, which sounds amazing, and it's $400.
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't you just do that? And it will work with pretty much any interface, whereas with the SM7, it's fussy, as we've talked about.
All right. Backyard reactions. Have you guys ever used a Sterling ST151?
Nope.
I've never used a Sterling mic. $99 mic that sounds pretty good in my opinion.
Huh. Look it up.
Oh, look at that. We're starting to get the porn.
Woo! 3 of them.
All right. Let me get rid of that. Report.
That's like a couple of times that user showed up.
Remove.
4 of them. You got to click it 4 times.
Report.
Now he traded his son.
Jesus.
He gave his MV7 at $150 to his son for his son's SM7B. He did not trade his son for the SM7.
How do you know? Come on.
I was gonna say I haven't seen him around.
He doesn't live here anymore. Actually, he's moving back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That time.
Well, he's not moving back home. He's there we go. I got rid of that.
Oh, isn't he going to Algonquin or something?
Yeah, he's coming back. He's doing some computer stuff. I don't know, programming kind of thing. It's a co-op. Hey, he's going to be living on his own. He's realized he needs to do what he needs to do. Camille's got 4 SM7Bs. You know what? And that's the thing. Like SM7Bs, if you're using them, for me, I have zero use for this bloody mic. It's also like I don't even have a reason to use it with an active environment. my environment isn't active. So I don't even need that aspect of the SM7B.
Yeah, I was going to say that's like I'm in an untreated room with a lot of loud things, and I use this every day for VO. Sometimes I have a fan going in the background.
Yeah.
I've got my air conditioner of the room where, and you can't tell.
Yep.
It is really good as a VO mic if you're in a, not like if I was on the road, if I was a VO person and I was in and out of hotels, I would totally have an SM7 or an MKH 416 too would be good.
These are definitely not good in untreated environments. They get that warble.
Yeah, it depends how you point them.
Yeah, no, it does, but you get
The
that
angle.
warble. Oh, I hate the warble.
Or if you've got some hotel that's got like ceiling diffusers.
Zerafael. Treating your space is much more important than having an expensive mic. I learned that the hard way. It's true. You can make $100 mic sound good in a treated space.
If you can treat your space. Obviously, with a hotel or in an apartment, there are limitations to that.
Well, I mean, you can do a lot of things cheap, and they work relatively well.
Oh, you could do them cheap so long as your environment is permitting of that kind of modification.
BC 500 instead of an SM7B. Never heard of a BC 500. Unless that's one of them Behringer. Yeah. The SM7B is very doesn't sound bad on lots of voices. I find the SM7B underwhelming for what it is. That said, I mean, thousands upon thousands of music producers over the years can't be wrong. It's a fantastic mic.
It is, and I think the thing that makes the SM7 nice is it gives you a really nice starting point. It's not too detailed. It's not lacking detail. It definitely needs to be honed. Like you need processing on it. A naked SM7, in my experience, doesn't really sound good on anything.
It's
Whereas
bland.
There are lots of condensers that, like, again, the ISO mic's a decent example of that, actually, where what it gives you out of the capsule is actually not bad.
Yeah.
But the SM7 definitely, but once it's tweaked and honed, like my standard VO chain that I use every day that I run in Adobe that I run my SM7 through sounds amazing. I always get compliments on how that sounds, and it's just a little SM7. That's it.
Yeah. Dan asks, didn't you buy him the mic originally? I don't want any of that negativity in here, Dan. Technically, yes, but it was more my wife did. So his stepmom, she bought him the mic for graduation. So that came out of the other account. When I'm talking about buying microphones, I'm talking about out of my account that is literally for all this fun stuff like the microphones and this stuff like that. So, but yes, technically. No, inexpensive, close to an SM7B. I never understood the T-Bone hype. Okay, now I've got to try this T-Bone mic.
Yeah.
I might just be hungry. I don't know. The T-Bone BC 500. Can you look it up, the T-Bone BC 500? How much is it?
BC 500.
In Canadian rubles.
In Canadian rupees, fuck off. I don't want power tools. Jesus.
Red Cabin says, have 5 7Bs for guests. Fair. Beresford Productions. How do I mitigate my neighbors building a kitchen next to my bedroom?
You don't.
You move.
You wait. Yeah, you wait or you move.
Backyard. I have an EV RE20 and I can't see you going to another mic. Yeah, I was doing the reviews for the Q9U today, and I was doing the comparison with all the broadcast mics. That's why all these are out here, actually. I've got the 7B ready to go. And I finished with the 7B because that's what people expect you to do is build up to the SM7B, right?
It looks like it's 77 pounds, 77 quid.
So $144. All right.
Yeah.
But everybody expects the big mic to compare to being the SM7B. I don't think so. I think the RE20 is the better of the two. And by a long shot. I like the RE20 sound over the SM7B for my voice, for what I'm doing. Once worked, probably not. I haven't. It's been a long time. I should send you 2 options and have you work both and see which one I like better and see if I can choose the RE20 out of them. That would be a fun one. That would be very fun. What's with all this naked HD tired of being alone?
Yeah, get out of here.
You don't know me.
Yeah. Tired of being alone.
My wife's only been gone a couple hours. Come on. Man, the fact that you've got to report them all and it's so slow.
Yeah, well, you just assume when you report, like, you should just be able to kick someone. Like,
isn't it the same thing, the same person?
Pornography. Report. Let's just let everyone, if anyone sees these comments, just report
Yeah,
them. Like,
feel free to report yourself.
Let's get a train of
What
people
a
reporting.
pain in the ass, man.
Yeah. Friggin' bots. Friggin' bots.
Yeah, so I prefer the RE20 by a mile. It's I would say my favorite dynamic microphone. Kill it with fire. The BC500 is an SM7B cloned by T-Bone Thoman.
Yeah.
For initial reflections first and something on the ceiling. Yeah, I just have acoustic tile, which I guess is what's on the ceiling.
I mean, if you really want to go hardcore, you can get a Nimbus Cloud, which is I think Orlex does and it's literally a thing that you mount to your ceiling. Although, please be sure you know what you're doing before you go mounting panels hanging from above your head.
Blindsight, actually, people are responding to this, but wants to know, what would you say is the best way to treat a small room with all corners being used? Honestly, it depends on how much money you have. So these panels that are behind me, they cost me, I think, $28 per panel to build myself. And I have a video on how to build them. They are fantastic. Just them alone cut down most of the activity in this room.
Honestly, if all you're doing is voiceover and like there's so many people but we're talking budget solutions here.
Yeah.
That foam shit on Amazon actually does okay.
Work.
If all you're doing is voice stuff.
Yeah.
Little acoustic, little foam like that. Now, if you're doing any kind of instrument that has a wider range, the reason it works for voice is the human voice range is a very narrow little cross section of the acoustic spectrum. So you don't like generally the lower the frequency that you're trying to deal with, the more pain in the ass it is to deal with. But if all you're doing is
the more expensive it is to
unless you're like a sub contrabass ranged vocalist, you should be fine with just some shitty foam.
Lawyer, your comments are flooded with spam. Yeah, sorry, TechMed. If you can report them when you see them, I'm going to try to report them at the same time.
Yeah, everybody who sees them, if you can. Just
I've got a troll. Might need some moderators. Do I have a troll?
I don't think so. I think it's this porn person.
Yeah, that's not a troll. That's just some
bot.
Beards and Banjos, how's it going, brother? And yes, I do need moderators.
You start hiring.
Well, no, I'm not hiring a moderator. I can't pay people.
It's a joke.
I mean, I guess I could, but not right now. I can't afford it. But I might need some.
Anybody want to volunteer?
I'll see. Maybe I'll open it up to the members of the channel, and I'll just throw it out there. Ban the user. I tried doing that. It wouldn't work. As soon as you report for spam or porn, it actually bans the person immediately. But this is like, I don't know how they get around it.
I've gone through and I think I've cleared them all out. There's nothing in here from them anymore.
I'm an RE20 fan every time over the SM7B. Amen. Blankets hung on coat racks are a great idea. Blankets, any kind of blanket will do.
Yep, moving blankets especially are good, but these days those are kind of expensive.
What do you guys think of the Baradynamic M201TG for audiobook narration? I've never used it. Sneed, how's it going, brother? Mod some of us. All right. There, Dimebag. Take the hammer and be nice.
I'd be interested to see. So Backyard Reactions just said, I ordered the DJI wireless mic kit. DJI is a very serious company. I would be really interested to see what they would do for audio stuff. Say
that again. I believe do they hire out for their audio, or do they do that in-house?
I don't know. I mean, again, all I really know them for are their gimbals, which are phenomenal. Obviously, they're kind of the standard. But I'd be interested to see, what they would do. Let us know, Backyard Reactions. When you get to use it.
Ken puts on dunce cap, assumes usual position in the corner. Ken, this is a celebration stream. Get off that dunce cap and come join us.
Come in with the big team.
Does anyone else want the wrench? Anyone else? See, I just volunteered. Yeah, there you go, Dimebag. You got her.
I just got kicked off your video.
Did you?
Yeah, apparently I've been reporting too many things. It just booted me off the YouTube thing. Fucking.
Dylan's been deleted. Oh no, I still see you on the video.
No, but my account, like the one that I'm sitting, like
Oh.
obviously, you and me are going through OBS. I don't know why.
Thanks, Sneed. So we got Sneed and Dimebag. Nobody report Dylan, okay?
There we go. I came back. It seems to be letting me stay back. I guess because I reported that account too many times.
That is hilarious. Yeah, no spamming, man.
That's funny. Oh, the shit's still there. Brilliant.
DJI wireless mic kit for mobile recording. Yeah, I think I would love to check that out as well. I can't afford a lot of DJI stuff. No. I really want a drone. I want a drone so bad.
Watch it. You got it in Canada. You have to have a license for it now.
Thanks, Sneed. I appreciate that, brother.
There's been some stuff I've been wanting to get drone shots of, but now you need a license. You need like an actual pilot's license in Canada to fly drones now. It's fucking stupid.
Welcome to the non-dunce cap group there, Ken. Camille, if you got a $2,000 tax return, first mic or studio purchase, Dylan, what do you got? What's your first studio purchase? Doesn't have to be a mic.
For $2,000?
$2,000.
Under $2,000?
$2,000 and under.
A stereo matched pair of Neumann KM 184s.
That was weird. Your audio did something weird there, buddy.
I'm not touching anything. Like, there's no cables or anything near me, so I don't, at this point, I can't help you.
It sounds like a static now. It's super weird. Anyways, I just turned you down a little bit. Don't worry.
Weird. Oh, nope, there is clipping there. What the fuck is that?
Yeah. Just switch it around. So what was your purchase? 2,000? There you go.
Pow. All right.
So what's your purchase? What'd you say for $2,000?
Probably a stereo pair of KM 184s.
Oh yeah, I'd like that too. That'd be nice. My first purchase studio-wise for YouTube studio, I would be getting a new camera. First thing I'd be doing is getting a 4K. I've noticed, and a lot of people are talking about, when I do an overhead shot, I have this thing. So this is, if you want to see how fucking jank this studio is, I've got this little thing. It's a Neewer phone holder that it goes onto a boom arm, and I put it over the table and I put my cell phone in it to get top-down shots. The problem is if I move the table, and I'll put this mic in front to show you, when I move the table, everything moves. So when I'm doing top-down shots of products, you can see the camera moving slightly. I want to get a proper rig done up over top. Not exactly sure how I'm going to do that, or if I'm just going to buy one. And I want a 4K camera for my main camera, and I want the camera that's in there now to be my overhead. And I might actually mount it to the ceiling, straight down. I think that's the next kind of evolution. That said, I'm taking my time before I get it. Oh, you can't hear me?
I'm muted.
Ladies and gentlemen, I swear we are professionals. We know what we're doing.
No, I moved the mic because I had it pointed. I'm trying to get it like so that there's not a shadow being cast on me. But after that weird hiss, I'm like, fuck this. So I muted it to move it down without it making any noise. But then I forgot to unmute it. But if you had it mounted to the ceiling, if the table moved while you're trying to do your thing, wouldn't you notice the table moving in the frame?
No, it's not, but it's just mild vibrations because it's over an arm. Those vibrations are amplified.
Yeah, they go up.
So the mild vibrations of me moving a table, you wouldn't notice. However, when they're on a boom arm, with springs, every vibration shakes the camera. And it's kind of embarrassing when people point it out because it's the one, there's a few aspects to doing a YouTube channel that you kind of want to make look really nice. That's one of them. And I haven't been able to because cameras are so expensive. I want to go full frame.
Everything.
I want to go full frame.
You know, full frame sensor?
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't mind that because I've got a 50 mil that currently is a bloody bird watching lens because I'm on a DX camera.
I'm not doing CMOS sensors anymore. I don't mind it for a lot of stuff and for even with this camera, but my camera is still more than an arm length away from me. And I would like I've got an 18-35 on this thing. Why is it more than a foot away from me? Or it's actually more than 3 feet away from me. So that's something I would like. Plus, I like doing punch-ins during the video. And I would like to not look like a grainy freaking mess when I do that. So the 4K will come out. Anyone getting those UA pencil mics now that they're out? Maybe I should.
That'd be neat.
Yeah.
UA makes good shit.
UA, yeah.
Yeah.
Lighting, Dimebag, lighting changes your life. Depends on what you're using. Aperture 100D changed everything. Like absolutely everything on this channel. I love my video now a billion times more and I think it's about a 600 Canadian dollar investment that I put into this. And I'm watching a little ant walk around on it. What are you doing, you little dick? Get away from there. Get off my light.
This is standard pencil mics. There we go. SP1.
Anyways, yeah, this was, I think, maybe 600 Canadian dollars. I do need to get an appropriate stand for it, but it was definitely worth it.
Oh, yeah, good lighting. I mean, I could do good lighting, but this room isn't really for video. I just can't be arsed to put it anywhere because I've got soft boxes and shit, but I'm like, I have no space.
Yeah, well, you don't have any space. Smash.
Well, it's just like the way, like if this was oriented along the room's length, I'd have some space because I could back my desk up a little bit and then have the lights like behind. But that's not how. And mind you, I'm moving, so we'll see when I move what I can do.
So guys, help me out with this. So when I hand somebody the wrench, like Dimebag's got the wrench, and also did I give it to TechMed? No, I gave it to Dimebag and Sneed Mobile Tech. When this stream ends, do they still keep the wrench next stream?
We'll find out.
And also, what powers do you have as a moderator?
You didn't give me the wrench, you asshole.
Do you want the wrench? You're part of the video, man. I need you to pay attention. Jesus. Ken bought two used AKG C1000S mics from a local music store. Great for recording my acoustic guitar. Yeah, no doubt. That's a great buy. I would like to find more used mics around here. Dylan's low. Everything else is fine. I think I fixed that. Dylan's not low anymore.
I shouldn't be. Am I still low?
Nope.
My low, how low can I go?
No, I don't think so. Blindside. Okay, I film polo. I hope that's not porn with the drone. And I need, oh no, polo with a drone. Okay. And I need a mic for capturing commentators. What would you recommend? Generally, the commentators are not isolated from the crowd at all. Depends. Are you right up against the commentators? Just an SM57 would work. Probably the best bet per commentator.
No, one for all. They just share the one mic.
Yes. Pass it back and forth. Or they got to get really close to each other and talk into the same capsule.
And make sure they pass it back and forth by hand so that it's as noisy as possible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dimebag, I don't know what I would, actually hard to say how I would spend $2,000 right now. I like a 416, but I would want to spend about half that amount on money on a shotgun. 416 also life-changing. 416 and lights, life-changing for this channel. Life-changing.
Well, even like, I don't know, I've watched videos years ago that Google actually put out for like, what do you need as a YouTuber starter kit? And the two first things is a good shotgun mic and lighting, and obviously a camera. But like, yeah, lighting is huge. Yeah.
Oh, massive. Dimebag says, if you spam, I will time you out. And yes, the wrench persists. All right. So if anybody doesn't want the wrench anymore, or they're feeling like, screw this, you just let me know.
I mean, you would think you could unwrench yourself, no?
I would imagine.
Like, no, here, take the job. You cannot revoke it. Like, just make random people the wrench, and they're like,
you can ban and put people into time. Be careful with the ban. Maybe run it by me before you ban.
Ban somebody.
If you don't mind.
Is there a dunce cap button?
Because that'd be great if you could put dunce caps on people.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can put Darren on Ken duty.
Post links too if you ask. Dimebag, if you enjoy doing it, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Basically, get rid of the porn. That's my
get rid of the porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel free to ban the porn accounts.
Backyard says, "Be careful. Wrenches can ban people and remain for all future shows."
Yeah, dude. So ban the porn.
I'm capable of unbanning people if necessary. I do know how to do it.
Ban the porn account.
He's linking his own stuff. All right, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, you're doing work for me. You can link shit. MKH50 is also a life changer. I've never used the MKH50. I really need to get more Sennheiser stuff. And I'm very, very interested in doing more shotgun stuff. So, microphone, just in case YouTube's listening.
Demonetized immediately.
The AKG P5i, it's a bit cheaper and works just as well. The PGA 48 on your boat, then okay. AKG P5i, I've never even heard of that.
Nope. Not ringing a bell.
Oh, wow. All right, so we got 16 people in here. Anyways, it's 6 o'clock. I think I'm going to call it for this. I'm also starting to sweat in my basement.
Dude,
which
I thought it was cold down there.
It's not that cold. Daniel, thanks for that, man. 10K. I think we have 10,021. That's our total. Actually, I'll check out the live. See what the total is, because it doesn't give you the 10 updates anymore once you hit 10,000. Oh, 10,025.
Woo!
Nice, folks. Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. I had planned to do something kind of silly for it. But then I realized, it's not really, I'm really humbled by the number. I'm really humbled by the support. I really do appreciate it. And it's been kind of a fun ride. And this kind of gave me a little bit more wind in my sails. I got to say, recently I've been exhausted. I've been doing a bunch of crap. I haven't been on Discord as much as I want to be, just because I'm staring at my computer working, listening to podcasts, doing a morning show. This did give me a bit of a boost, so I do appreciate it for everyone. And Dylan, I also appreciate the work you've put in as well. So,
our pleasure, man.
Cheers, guys.
The beginning.
10K tut reveal video. Is that nipple, or did you want to see the nipple? I'll show you the nipple. Do you want to see the nipple? Reveal? Is that tit reveal?
Yeah.
If I showed my nipple, would that cause me to be demonetized?
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
Does their AI have like a hair, like it can pick up on the nipple hair, so then you're not, Because technically that's what separates it. I've got a little bit of mass to them. They could be A-cups. You don't know.
You don't know. Yeah, you don't know them.
Everyone's just like...
Everyone's like, have we really devolved to this?
How do you feel about the standard adult swear words? Yes, all standard adult swear words are fine. The only thing I do not permit is anything that's used, any of the isms.
Any, like, no racially derogatory or, like, sexually derogatory.
Or if somebody's using it to call down another person. So if you're ripping somebody apart, you can get the fuck out of my room.
Again, unless someone's, intentionally kind of like, there's consensual trolling,
Sneed wants me to put a Band-Aid over it. I don't know, man. I don't know. Free the nipple, as far as I'm concerned.
Free the nipple. Tits out for Harambe.
Demonetized. Yeah.
Titized.
Install a pole in the studio. I'd pay for that. Ken, dirty. You take that dunce hat off, Ken. He gets spicy.
He gets a little heated up.
All right, guys. I do love you. Appreciate it. Cheers. Have a great day. And we'll see you next week. Okay?
Ciao for now.